everyone, and welcome to another ST video. And one of my viewers wanted me to have a look at Barbarian from Palace Software. So let's do that. And this game is from 1987, published by, yep, you guessed it, Palace Software. And this game was published by Epix in the US and had the rather silly name Death Sword, with a suitably cheesy and time-typical cover. And speaking of cover, we of course have to have a look at the UK cover art, or in this case, a photo, or actually several in fact. And this cover was quite controversial in the UK. It shows off two minimally clad people, Michael Van Veek, who apparently was in a TV series called Gladiators, and the model Maria Whittaker, who apparently worked for The Sun as a page 3 topless model, amongst other things I think. And back in the day I had no idea who these guys were at all, but still found the cover art somewhat interesting, and I'm pretty sure this cover and the ad was responsible for selling quite a few copies of this game. So let's just bravely jump in and see if the people on the cover is actually in the game, shall we? Spoiler alert, they're not. And there's no loading screen for this game. It just kind of loads straight into the Hall of Heroes, and there's not even a menu screen or anything like that, or a title screen. And of course, this game originated on the 8-bit home computers, the Commodore 64 and the ZX Spectrum. And I never played any of those versions back in the day. This was the first time I played this when I got the ST version. And I remember being a little bit excited about this one because of the head shop. Yeah, I had heard of that. So, so let's just get started by just pressing, I think, F1 for one player, if I remember correctly. Oh yes, the battle commences. And yeah, this is a sword beat-em-up game. And I was, as I said, a little bit excited about this one because of the head shop. And I can't, how do I do the head shop again? Stop it. Oh, I do, yeah. Fire and right. Oh. So let's see if we can get that done. Get a little bit closer. Okay. Now, hang on. Maybe it's left and fire, or maybe you can do both. I'm not quite sure. I don't really remember, but yeah, we're gonna get it done. And playing the game back in the day, I kind of thought that, yeah, it's kind of cool, but I did get tired of it pretty quickly. Oh, only one life. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. And we can use the keyboard to enter our name. Amazing. And also, I wasn't terribly impressed with the graphics because they feel a little bit Commodore 64-y. I had expected more from the 16-bit version of this one, so yeah. But I was very impressed by the sound effects and just played it almost just to enjoy those. Because, you know, coming from a Spectrum, I was close, kinda, maybe. I was really excited about the sample sound effects. But gameplay in single player got pretty boring pretty quickly for me, and I just stopped playing it. But two-player, oh yes, we did play that, and that was really fun. But single player for me, no, not really my cup of tea. Never been a big fan of fighting games, as I'm sure you know by now if you've been following my channel. And I'm trying to remember the various moves here. I can't really quite remember. Oh, okay. It is a little bit of a random... Yeah, I got it. Very satisfying. And yeah, it's a bit of a random button masher for me, or joystick waggling, random joystick waggler for me. I'm sure other people like this a whole lot more. But yeah, I found it got very, very repetitive. But it's a cool game. Absolutely. And yeah, the sample sound effects are awesome. I'm trying to remember the... Oh. See if we can push him back here. Spamming won't really work, as in other fighting games, but, you know, I'm just trying it. How do I do the kind of blocking move? Is that diagonally right? Down? No, maybe not. Yeah. Oh no, hang on, I think it's diagonally up, left. Oh well, I'm dead again. And the graphics do look a little bit weak, and I think some of the sprites even looks like they've kind of been grabbed from the Commodore 64 version, or maybe it just kind of looks like that. The guy that gets the corpse, I don't know, he looks very low res. Oh yeah, we can do that kind of block, I suppose. But how do I do the roll? Yeah, we do diagonally down. Right, diagonally down. I can do that too, buddy. Yeah, those sound effects are awesome. And I remember I managed to grab them from the game. I think you could just load the executable into ST Replay and just grab the samples. That's pretty cool. Ah, I was a little bit close that. Oh, no. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky and a bit of a challenge. And I remember this was a bit annoying, having to wait for the guy to drag the corpse off screen. I'm not sure if you can skip it. Maybe you can. Maybe I just never tried. Maybe you can press F1. But let's see if we can get some stuff done. I mean, the computer isn't completely easy to deal with, which is good. Come on, roll forward and then backward. And then we're going to try and do the chop. Oh, yes. Beauty. Perfection. And I actually planned that. And can we skip this? No, we can't. I think I'm going to have to restart the game. So, oh, yeah. But it's going to need to kick the head off the screen as well. I love that little detail. But yeah, let's see if we can get to a different screen. Or is it always the same? Yeah, it's kind of this boring volcano landscape. Oh yeah, we can block by doing just... Oh, or maybe not. I can't maybe hold the block or something. No, that was a mistake. Oh, come on. Don't spam me. I can't spam you. Yeah. It's a pretty cool little game, but again, it gets pretty damn boring in single player. 2-player is where it's at, for sure. Yeah, beautiful. It's really satisfying. Still to this day, chopping the head off this guy. It really is. And yeah, okay. Come on, dude. Are they paying you by the hour? Must be, right? We are back in Lava Land or La La Land or whatever. Ah, that's so satisfying. The clunking swords, or the clunking of swords. Maybe I can, you know, get to the third stage. Can't remember what that is. I'm kind of learning the moves here, although not entirely successfully. Oh, yeah. You're tough, dude. The second guy is tough. Or at least tougher. And I like the fact that the... Oh, okay, that was actually accidental. I love the fact that the worms keeps moving. Or sorry, not the worms, the snakes. The left and the right of the screen. Pretty neat. But I feel that they could have put a lot more work into the 16-bit version. And I don't remember if the Amiga version was released back in the day. Or did that come later, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, that was a nice block at least. And semi-intentional as well. That was satisfying. Oh yeah, okay. Nice. Just in time, I only had one dot left. And get a move on, you lazy gremlin or goblin or whatever you are. I want to see stage 3. Oh, come on, back here. Oh, that's not fun. I remember there being more backgrounds. Oh, did they just get really lazy, maybe? It does feel like they got a little bit lazy with the ST version. They could have done a lot more. And maybe just add like a loading screen and a proper title screen, but yeah, But I'm guessing they relied on the cover art or the cover photo to sell the game, which I think it did. This game was pretty successful and will forever be remembered as the game that you confuses with Barbarian from Psygnosis that was released, I think, maybe a year before this one or something like that. And that's another game I need to have a look at. But yeah, that's a different story. And I think I'm done. There's not too much more to this game. I mean, sure, there is an end to it, I think. I don't know how many screens there are, but I'm not going to play that far. And I suggest we just head over to the review section and see what some other people had to say about this one. And unsurprisingly, Atari ST user was super excited about the game and practically gave it 10 out of 10, a perfect score, except for graphics, which they only awarded it a 9 out of 10 for some reason. And they wrote, "The graphics are brilliant and moves are well executed. Congratulations to Steve Brown, Gary Thompson, Richard Joseph, Gary Carr and Joe Walker. The sound consists of the clank of sword against sword, which adds to the atmosphere. Overall, Barbarian, the Ultimate Warrior, is superb. You just can't go wrong if you buy this one." Well, if you wanted a single-player game that would last, you could probably go wrong here. But if you wanted a fun two-player game, absolutely. Ace was a lot less impressed and only gave the game a rating of 640 mystery points, and they wrote, "A disappointing conversion of the chop and slash shocker, with graphics little improved from the Amstrad and Commodore 64 versions. Some very good digitized sound effects have been included, but the animation looks jerky and isn't really what we expect of an SD game." And yes, good point. I had certainly expected more of the game back in the day, even though, yes, I had fun in two-player, absolutely. But then again, I'm not really the right person to judge fighting games. Never been my cup of tea, really, with a few exceptions. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this quick peek at Barbarian from Palace Software. Thanks for watching and all of that stuff, and yeah, hope to catch you next time. Cheers!